So today, we've got to figure out how to use Pandora's blocks to play Unpopular Opinion.
Ever since like 2005, we've been making up and playing our own games.
Then last year, we created Pandora's blocks, which are these tools we use to help improvise without the pressure of pulling something out of thin air.
There's images on all sides so that when we roll them, we can use the face-up images as inspiration. We also make a new block each week with our super splendiferous graphic designer, Logan Sutherland.
Yeah, this is some art that we have made together. This week we finished making the city block pack.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Logan and to us.
Congratulations, Zach.
Congratulations,
Oh,
Aaron.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations, Logan.
I guess the first thing that came to my head was that you'd roll some of them and you'd be like, unpopular opinion.
Which is just roll them, give an unpopular
Give an
opinion.
unpopular opinion?
Pow, pow,
All right.
rapid fire.
Are we doing 2?
2 blocks per? Like 2 blocks per sounds right to me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of these suckers, roll them, come up with an unpopular opinion based on them, and then...
Then pass it off to the next player.
Yeah. Okay. Unpopular opinion, I don't think old people should get phones.
Unpopular opinion, we should be giving candy to the reindeer for Christmas.
Unpopular opinion, basketball should be played on stilts.
Unpopular opinion, we should build housing for rats in New York City so that they're not just everywhere.
Unpopular opinion, you move faster when you're wearing headphones.
Unpopular opinion, flashlights should be like shaped like old-timey lamps.
Unpopular opinion, romance is dead.
Whoop.
Unpopular opinion, they should have killed Shrek right away.
Unpopular opinion, we should all have unlocked gates for random visitors.
Unpopular opinion, beaches really aren't worth the burn.
Unpopular opinion, oak trees should keep their leaves year-round. I don't know why they get rid of them.
So taking a step back from creating something is an important part of the creative process. So now, it is time for...
Brain food!
We got a cauliflower.
This is a big cauliflower.
It's a whole big old
It's a whole-
cauliflower. I'm gonna rip some off though. Ooh,
Ooh, she's crumbly.
she's a crumbly cauliflower.
I really like cauliflower.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was really crumbly. I think this would be an interesting snack to bring into a movie theater.
It would be just as messy as popcorn.
It's kind of popcorn-like, but I don't think you can do this. Yeah, you can't. Oh, because it's not dry enough.
Like a chameleon.
The reason we have cauliflower on here today for brain food is because, come on, it kind of looks like a brain,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely kind of looks like a brain. That's what cauliflower looks like. I'm just gonna Google, is cauliflower real? As soon as I figure out how to spell cauliflower. Whoa. Here's some food facts with Aaron time. You won't find broccoli growing in the wild because it was developed through breeding, is how this starts.
Okay.
Some of the most popular broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts are all derived from wild mustard. Mustard? Like, huh. Broccoli was cultivated in Italy in ancient Roman times. Why am I talking about broccoli? I would never have thought of kale and Brussels sprouts and cauliflower as being all from the same plant.
Right.
And also that same plant being mustard. Give me that spicy brown cauliflower. Mustard's cool though. I like mustard.
How did you think that game went?
I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Do I think that it's the best way to play unpopular opinion? Maybe not. Like, I'm sure that there's a fun way to turn this into like a big party game.
Yeah. Yeah, so what you could do with a bigger group of people, somebody rolls the blocks, comes up with an unpopular opinion, one person has to defend it, the other person has to argue for it, like debate team style, and then there's the jury.
Like, a mother should never take her eyes off of her baby once it's born, because to make sure they don't swap it. Does somebody have to come forward and defend it, and somebody has to come forward, or are they already predetermined?
I mean, if you want to get that passionate debate going, I think it would naturally be like, well, I don't
True.
think that's true, because then how can the doctors check them out properly? And then like the other person would be like, that's how they switch your baby, though.
Maybe that is the game. Maybe
Yeah.
that's unpopular opinion.
I'm thinking, to turn it up a little bit, the person with the least popular opinion in the group wins.
Okay.
Gets a point.
So, everybody takes 2 blocks, and you use a sheet of paper with this. And so you roll,
Okay.
and you go, okay. And you think to yourself, there should be a way to mail things just by cent, And you're like, okay, way to mail things just by cent. And you write that down, and then you put it in the middle. And then the next person thinks of something, and, and they're like, we should go back to snail mail. And they write that down, and they put it in the middle, and then the next person does that, and then the person whose turn it is to vote looks through them, and they choose the most unpopular opinion.
I like that.
So my only things that I think could go wrong with this is, like, some people have very recognizable handwriting. A way that you could do this, potentially, is you could open up a Google Doc on a phone,
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Or
you could just pass around a phone.
Right.
In fact, that's probably easier than the paper.
Yeah.
Take the phone. I mean, another thing that I'm thinking here is, like, how do you control the order of it?
You get whoever's writing it gets to
Pick where they put it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, feel free to be sneaky. Put it at the top. Put it in the middle.
Right.
Put it at the bottom if you.
Okay, so how you play this game is step 1, get a little group of friends. I think you need at least 3, but for it to be fun, you probably need at least 4. And the more the better. It's just like Cards Against Humanity, apples to apples style.
Right. And so each player is going to get 2 blocks. They're going to roll them and come up with an unpopular opinion based on what the images show you on the blocks.
Yeah. And then they're going to pass around a phone, and in a text document, they're going to write down their unpopular opinion. Then you give it to the person who
Is judging.
is judging that turn, which goes like clockwise.
Yeah, the last player reads out all the opinions and picks their most disagreed with opinion.
Yeah.
And that player gets a point.
Yeah.
Be prepared to justify it with your blocks.
Yeah.
Your blocks are gonna still be there.
Right.
There's still gonna be the like concerts should be free because of the art and love of music.
Because artists don't
yeah.
deserve pay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. But like if you're like carrots are the most delicious vegetable. Like come on, Jim, that's not carrots. What did you guys think about how we decided to play Unpopular Opinion today? Let us know if you do it differently or the same.
Yeah, let us know what you think. And don't forget that you can buy these if you want, because they're on Amazon. And soon we'll be uploading the listing for the City Block pack, because we finished that,
Now it's time for Q&A.
with Z&A. So this week's question comes from patron Meg, and she asked, this is a wacky one, what is your favorite pair of shoes you've ever owned, and why? Aaron?
That's a good question. I think my answer has to be pretty obvious. It's the Heelys that I saved up for in like 5th grade. They were the cool Heelys. Like they were the dorky looking running shoes kind.
Right.
But they had a bigger, better wheel on them.
Ooh.
And like, boy, did I have a gosh darn blast.
I think that my favorite shoes that I've ever owned were probably, I got these really cool snazzy boots that I wore like a lot in London when I was studying abroad. And I wore them so much and walked so much in them that they got completely destroyed. Like the bottom, like, was cracked. And like if you stepped in a puddle, it would be like, and it would be wet foot time. But I just loved those boots. They were so cool. And now we're going to leave you off with a little bit of parting words of wisdom.
You always have extra time on that crosswalk countdown.
if you don't take the pictures now, nobody will ever believe you. Thank you so much for participating in once again another episode of The Game Lab with Zach and Aaron. If you like what we do, please subscribe and make a friend subscribe. See, we got a bunch of subscribers now.
Boom.
This
This
many.
many.
Whoa. And,
Thanks, guys.
and we're pretty proud of that. So, high five.
If you check out our Patreon, we got a
got a
cool
bunch of
bonus
cool
little episode there that we, it's a little more pew-pew, free-formy, less editing involved.
Yeah, we post one of those every week. That's a wrap. Thank you. Have a great week. Happy Wednesday.